Hello everybody, welcome back to Financial Trading Basics, Part 21, Market Maturation. I just want to give you a talk about long-term, I want to talk about some economics and then some trading, particularly cryptocurrency and Bitcoin today. But the economic theme I want to talk about is long-term industry, utility, commodity, currency, and sentiment consolidation. Just meaning, as the sentiment species, or as the sentiment consolidates, what people want, what people value, what people desire, what people need, currency, the medium of exchange, the placeholder for the physical good, the commodity, the physical good, the utility, the functions of commodities. You know, what does this hunk of iron do? What does gold do? What does this cylinder with ink in it do? An industry, the companies and the sectors that come out of those utilities. But my main point here is that the sentiment of our species right now today of financial advisors is mythically less than the time frames it takes to actually consolidate, to actually develop industry. And so we're going to talk mainly about gold, cryptocurrency, and a little bit just reference to an engine. But we're doing, again, just consolidation and iteration and development of technology over the longer terms. 500 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 100,000 years. So just some history. Gold, a commodity, a physical thing. Why is gold a store of value? All right, we're talking cryptocurrency. First of all, again, currency, medium of exchange versus cryptocurrency. We already live in a digital currency environment, not a meaningful linguistic differentiation, literally at all. Just some dates. 550 BCE, I'm assuming that's Greece, don't know for sure, didn't look it up. Googled a couple things very briefly, as money, right? That's the first time we have the introduction of a physical good being exchanged as money. 1 gold coin, 2 gold coins gets me a bread basket or whatever the fuck they're fucking trading. And not determined as valuable, meaning guarantee you 30,000 years ago, people are still going, ooh, gold, shiny, and then carrying it around. But as money within a society, again, history is tons of open questions, but about 550 BCE. Now, in China, at about 960 to 1200 Common Era, you get the first issuance of paper currency, right? Paper as the medium of exchange, as the currency. That was in China. And then in 1930, obviously Common Era, you get the U.S. dollar, and you get the U.S. dollar no longer backed by gold. And then we've already covered this in a previous lecture, but silver, I think it was backed by silver for another 14, 15, something amount years. But it's not backed by anything today at all, literally nothing. And then 2010, Bitcoin gets introduced. So how long does it take for a society to consolidate currency? Humongous question, no fucking clue. We don't know when it starts. It's not going to end. Don't know. But let's talk about an engine, right? The steam engine was what, the 1700s-ish? So the 1700s till now, and then the Pentagon's about to come out and admit to treason here in the next month or so. But the iteration of the engine, very clear technological utility. What does this thing do? Clearly has function, everybody wants it, a better one. How long till we get the best one? We're on year 400 and we're still not fucking close. So that's one innovation, one technology. And then you have industries. And then the industries mature. But at right now today, the overall where is currency in the total development of what currency is extremely novel. Where is, and broader than a given industry, profoundly broader than a given industry. Where is technological development right now today? Provably at the very fucking beginnings, in terms of certainly of profitability, of, again, the engine, application, very beginning. how about the sentiment consolidation? Where's the sentiment of the speech? Again, edgy 14-year-olds, past emotions like managing money, reacting to price action movements, understanding economy, effectively nobody, right? You have a handful of people that study economy enough to give someone to give them their money to manage it as a fund. Nobody's publishing papers about shit like this. Literally 0 people. Consolidation of utility, function, industry, nation-state borders, again, ongoing for hundreds of millions of years. So currency and sentiment will consolidate and plateau to some extent. Commodity, what are things used for? Like, do we use gold for this? Do we use aluminum for this? Do we use alloys for this? Genuine open question. Functions, utilities, what do things do? Ongoing, will continue to be applicable and change and iterate. Industry will continue to plateau, mature, and go away. Let me make sure I'm still rolling. And so that's kind of like the backdrop of history and just statement of time frames. But for adoption and sentiment, the thing that I want to make now is like, once something enters the sentiment of the species, it can't go away. And Bitcoin has already entered the sentiment of the species. For real as fuck, right? I'm getting 0% defending Bitcoin trade. At this point, literally as is, without you guys publishing all of this shit, it's less than 5% of my portfolio, maybe. Maybe. My alcohol company with the not even relevant trade for me anymore. But my point is Bitcoin as an individual thing in the sentiment of the species exists. So the function and utility of, does cryptocurrency need to be decentralized? No, just stable coins, nation state crypto with limitations. A nation state issued, 1-to-1, this digital dollar on my cell phone represents, 1 printed US dollar, is 0% the same application of utility as opposed to Bitcoin or Ethereum right now. Or the distinct differentiation is nation-state issued thing versus just, again, it doesn't even have to be decentralized, but just organically adopted or use cases, stuff like that. My point is stable coins, nation-state, the US dollar coin has a 0% probability of disrupting the price action or the adoption of, again, currency. Forget cryptocurrency. Currency. This is just the history of currency. But 0% chance to affect the price action in the today time frames because of the utility. Not because of regulation. You can come out and say Bitcoin's banned, this thing's banned, which they're not doing. They're saying the regulation out of China was right. We're cracking down on bad, not renewable energy, not correctly mined things. Frankly, I have way more broader opinions on strictly carbon emissions in general, but strictly to currency, right? Elon Musk, I do think the Elon Musk was a correlation, right? I'm trying to stick to economics, but we'll just go back and forth, why the fuck not? I do see the Elon Musk recent price action as a correlation, absolutely. Affecting of any sort of the trade, 0%, right? We rallied, you're appreciated, rallied 300% in the beginning of the year. I don't say you stalled out, consolidated for 2-3 months, and then bam, a big figure in the place comes and says, this is not good. Your Tesla won't be accepting it because it's not renewable energy. And then you have China come out and say, we want renewable energy, clean energies. This is the good type. So I didn't change. There's nothing new on the whiteboard if you're watching versus listening. But I'll just read you some notes or just things I wanted to talk about. Again, right, peak of the 2017 cycles right around 20,000. Between 3,000 and 10,000 for the next 2 years. Then we appreciate 300-400% up to the 60,000, and now crash, purge, correct, 50, 60, 80%. Just again, I don't think because of the novel state of where we are with the adoption or development or iteration of currency, I see the volatility truly as a result of. I don't want to say anything. I don't see really any correlations to the actual volatility, but anything at a novel stage of adoption is going to be extremely volatile, right? So store value currency in terms of like stable, transactable thing. Again, our definition of currency is just something to exchange, a placeholder for something else. That happens, again, store value, that happens at the plateau or certainly, well into the maturation stage of any adoption of any technology, currency, whatever. But, so we talked about the regulation from the China. I see that as a holistically positively development for the medium near term, the next 2, 3, 4 cycles, 2, 1, 5, 15 years. I see the Elon tweets as a correlation at the end of just the appreciation of the 300%. People get in, we're all excited, and then we want to keep being excited. Oh, Tesla's not taking it anymore. Oh shit. And so right, a new company comes out. Adoption of currency or currency development, fundamentally not even the same conversation of a company or even a given industry, right? You can have different industries. The placeholder for those commodities, those goods, is still the currency. That's why it's the biggest financial market. So just rough technical analysis. Anything above 20,000 in the previous peak to me is absolutely bullish. If we have blowout sentiment, right, shit hits the fan, fire sale goes down to 25,000. Every fund manager's on CNBC. Told you so. What if I'm Jim Cramer? What am I doing? Buy. For real. Again, not because of the price action, not because of any price level, because the adoption of what currency is right now today. And again, the sentiment, Bitcoin has a place in the human sentiment right now. The momentum of Bitcoin and Riot trade, I haven't changed my portfolio at all. I've added to both Carnival Cruise and Riot a little bit, just nibbling. I'm pretty much loaded up. Again, not big positions, 40 grand about total. But the Riot momentum. How to trade Riot against Bitcoin price action today. Riot is going to trade. I haven't really followed Mara, but I'm assuming it's the same thing. Riot is going to trade on the momentum, on the change of sentiment of the Bitcoin price action. Right, we see it, March to mid-April between 45 to 65,000. It goes up, Riot hits $80. Bitcoin price is still 40 to 60,000. But once the momentum dies away, it hovers between $45 and I didn't look anything up, didn't write it down, but I watch the markets all the time. And between $40 and $60, and then once the momentum goes down, we go down to $20. So if you're trading Riot against Bitcoin, I think again right now both Bitcoin and Riot have heavy buys, certainly for the medium term, 6 months to 2 to 4 years. Great entry point, 100%. But if you want to trade Riot against Bitcoin, exit and enter on the momentum sides. Other terms, inflation. Literally, again, I've already said this, but literally, when you hear people on CNBC right now say inflation, literally just say the word dilution and it will make more sense to you. Literally right now. They will also say transitory. They mean transient. So I just wanted to make a finance video and cover some, again, mainly the market maturation. And this is true, forget Bitcoin. This is true for any adoption of a technology and the applicability, right? Our axiomatic fact of efficiency. If it does something better, it's going to get adopted. Doesn't matter how long it takes. We use the gun example, but goofy stuff, again, the 2-second, 2-month, and 2-year mind spans of every other monkey on this planet is not good investing advice, period, end of story. So thank you for watching Financial Trading Basics, part 21, market maturation, and bye. Thanks for watching.